Here we are, folks. House is empty for a little bit. It's quite early in the day for when I usually stream. We're going to be going long today, which also means this will probably be cut up into several VODs for when I shove it on the YouTubes. But we're starting things off with Balatro because I haven't played it a whole lot on stream lately, and I think we would all like to see that I've gotten worse at it. Wait. Okay, that part might not necessarily be accurate, but we'll see how it pans out in the end, won't we? Let's take a look at how far we've come, though. We're up to purple stake with red deck. Blue deck, we have completed all the way to gold. Yellow deck as well. Green deck. Even black deck. We've managed to beat black deck gold stake, which was pretty damn hard. Magic deck, though, I haven't really touched this one in a while. I'm not completely certain how to proceed very well with this one, so we'll probably have to hash that out eventually. The Nebula deck as well. I mean, this one is okay because you do start with a telescope, but this is like, this feels like you have to choose a direction you're going in pretty fast. And then over here, Ghost deck. This was our first gold. And I think mostly because I just sort of leaned into this quite heavily because of your starting hex card. Blech. I'm bad at words. Who remembers that part of the deal? It's not as good as I thought it was as a deck, but it seems to work out okay. Abandoned deck. Yeah, this one. This one is where the real power comes in. And you can see why I golded that pretty fast. Believe it or not, hey, no face cards. It turns out that the consistency is massive. Checker deck. This one was a pretty simple gold, which is why I kept it for a while, so that way I could wash down some of the more stupid things. Zodiac deck. I managed to get into this like pretty smoothly for a while. Like, I was surprised how fast I managed to get this from black all the way to gold. And I think gold was like a one and done, or maybe it was less than 3 attempts, I'll say that. Painted deck, I still haven't gotten this one all the way, but you can see I got quite high with it. -1 Joker slot means that everything you have to be running needs to be very high value in terms of what it gives you as bonuses. And +2 hand size is not enough of a downside to make up for -1 Joker slot. This is like the sort of Black Mirror or something. This is like the weird inverse of black deck. It turns out to be just as bad, but also it's kind of the opposite in some ways. Anaglyph deck. This, I'm pretty sure I golded this with still a full set of double tags. Yeah, that way they can't catch you for watching this 18+ rated game, right? As you said before earlier, we're making jokes about that. Yes, I mean, no. Well, you can see it when I pulled Blueprint and Blueprint and Brainstorm at the same time. That's what it's called, Brainstorm. I was thinking like schematic or something, and that's not correct at all. Or if Mime Baron ever shows up, that's the other. Oh. And yes, here's our last 2 decks that I've golded. This one was a monster. I hated playing this once it reached a certain point. The scaling was just absolutely gruesome. I was not picking up any like Stone Joker or anything. I won this one off of a runner build because like that was the best thing that I could do in order to get the level of scaling I needed there. And lastly, the erratic deck. This is basically just a cheat code. So all you have to do with this is just reset until you hit like anything that has 10 of a single card and just play 5 of a kind and you're in the clear. Assuming the game doesn't like just punch you at any point. So we're going back to red deck and we're gonna go with this. It's like we've just started playing Magic again. We're playing red because it's the simplest or something. So this is a good setup for us to get towards a full house, possibly. Or also just poor luck. Yeah, also just poor luck. I'm gonna hold that and see if we can still get our... There we go. Yeah, see, both of the both of the cards we were looking for came up at the same time. Thanks, game. Very funny. Very funny. This number of times poker has been played. Well, I'm taking the Supernova, and we're probably going to eventually start leaning into high card as a consequence. Yeah, like, this is not a great start, so just chuck everything. Okay. Yeah, we're 2 and 2 for those, so... Keep the 10 set where we can start cranking that a little harder. Are we allowed to talk about that? Oh, right. Games rated 18 plus in Europe. It's fine. We can say whatever we want. Except for all the things that we shouldn't. Marble Joker. But it is an eternal Marble Joker. So that's maybe slightly less inspiring, but I think I'll take it. And I'm really going to hold out for Hologram as a consequence. But I have a feeling that I know how this game plays, and it's not really going to give me that. But I'll keep the closest thing I have to a setup for a full house here. Cranking aloud, yes indeed. It's true. You are allowed to show that on Twitch, shockingly enough. But only because this game is rated 18 plus in Europe for some reason. As we've been over. We've said this joke like 8 times. And unfortunately, it's still funny because... because why did you do that, guys? Oh, hey, just immediately drew into our... Well... calling it a power hand is a bit of a stretch, especially with that sort of score. Nah, we're getting pretty close here in terms of getting anything done, so it could be worse. Wow, we literally didn't have to discard at all that for the cranking. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Smeared Joker, huh? I mean, it's a free polychrome, so obviously we're gonna take it, but otherwise it's not like the most useful thing in the world. Alrighty. Alright, game, I see you working. I see you working that sucker to death. Oh, this presents a bit of a conundrum, because we could take the double of the Emperor, so that way we could get more tarot cards, or we go to $16 with the Hermit, and then we take another doubler there and go to 32. I think I'm taking the cash. And that'll get us set up for a little bit. Yeah, see, and there's another Emperor right in the next pack. Wheel? Damn. It did what Wheel of Fortune always does. Nope. Take that, because mail-in rebate can be pretty potent if we actually draw the right card with it. And we are playing the deck that has the most base discards, so that'll help us out in theory. Hey, there we go. We already just got a refund off of it. Nice. I like how I then immediately was in a position where the card that I turned gold was the one that gets played. Thanks it. Ooh. Rough gem. Played cards with diamond suit, earn $1 when scored. And it has some multiplier on it, so whatever. That'll be good, probably. And then 2 seconds later, I'm gonna just be like, well, fuck, that was worthless. Come on, pair. That'll do, I guess. Alright, come on, game. I need a 10 or a 7. Are my odds, like... I was gonna say, are my odds really shit? And they're... I didn't throw any of them out, apparently, so... Hey. Oh, yeah, Smear Joker is turning all the... making all the heart cards count as diamonds, so... All of that gets the plus $1 every time. Wow, okay, I think mail-in rebate is lying to me. Rank changes every round. It's still it's still targeting 3s. That can go now, though, because we'll pick up the Fortune Teller. Which ends up being, God, one of my most played Jokers, I think. Just far and away. Take that high card, incrementer. And... go back to this nonsense. Ooh. Alrighty. Well, at the very least, I'm in such a position where, assuming that I don't draw completely dead against the needle, I can probably get out of there. But that is a bit of a big probably. God damn it. Crank those trunklers, baby. I had to do that after that. All right, you know what? This thing can go. I'll pay for the acrobat, which gives me 3x mult on the correct hand, because that's actually much stronger. I swear this is a good play, you guys. Stop making fun of me. At least about that. Other things, sure, but you know, I'm not your mom. Not yet. So I'm gonna need every advantage I can get. Give me a... Well, I'll hold that. I'm looking for... Well, stone cards are good. I'm looking for an ace. Yes! Alright. Now... I was slightly worried. But thank goodness... our terrible quote-unquote strategy seems to be paying off. Nice. Wow, can you believe it, guys? Wheel of Fortune actually does proc once in a while. Oh, 1 in 4. Nobody believes that. And they shouldn't. Oh, hey, I didn't even have to play the last one there. How many? 13 times we've played a high card this game. Yeah, see, this is what you do with this game, is you just find incredibly silly builds that let you do things like this that are monumentally stupid. Good, I'm glad. It makes me sound so sarcastic, I'm sorry, but it just happens. I sound like this by default. I can't help it. My voice is stuck like this. I mean, yes, it is, but also... Oh, hey, look, it's all planet cards that don't play to my strategy, but whatever. Let's just eat a couple of these because it's fun. You can tell the streamer's American saying things like that, right? Let's just eat a couple of these because it's fun. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, hey, look, here comes the hilarious hand of just 5. Just 5 stone cards. Yeah, just chuck a bunch of gravel out here. It's a strategy, I swear. Red die 40 deck. Yes! That's where we're at, everybody. I am going to be up all night from hyperactivity from this or something. Oh, hey, look, jonglers that don't actually help us. Usually I would want to try to do something with Duo, but, like... We're literally just playing a deck where it's like, okay, all we do is play stones. In fact, let's just turn this random card into a rock. We're gonna stack more of those. Aces are useful too, because we can use those to play hands that have like a decent base score. Nope, can't do that. There we go. Very nice. I probably should save the money and just keep building interest, because we did go below the base of 25 bucks. I'm taking that negative joker, though, and we'll see if maybe we can get some goodies in the next shop. I mean, probably not, but whatever. Yeah, we gotta be careful while we have these face-down base cards, so that way we don't end up, like, getting baited into accidentally playing a hand that's a pair or something. We were safe with that, but it could have gone wrong. And then I wouldn't get my 1 point on Supernova, which we all know what a catastrophe that would be. It actually would probably have sucked a little bit. Oh, hey, look, there's a basic Jimbo. But it's negative, and we really have not gotten that anywhere, so... Neat, we can upgrade these funny stickers that tell us how much of this game we've played with these guys. You have a... Yes. Good, looking for more Plutos out there. So that way I can be one of those people who's just like... who just complains about Pluto not being a planet anymore. Wait. Everyone has one really mid-Joker that they just can't quit, and yours is Marble Joker. I mean, that's entirely fair, sir. Marble Joker isn't that bad. But also, I probably should... I don't know if an Eternal one is necessarily the... It'll be fine. It will be fine. I'll be able to put this to use. I am absolutely not going to get punked by this late on. Oh. Yeah, listen to you, Tav. You're out here just saying all the things. Yeah, exactly. Like, I do not understand some of the community's opinions just in general about certain Jokers. But also, I freely admit that maybe part of it is that I don't really play for, like, disgusting high score to the level that some people do. So, when people are like, oh yeah, Baron, I'm just like... No. That's barely a thing. There's been a lot of posts on, regrettably, I have looked at the Balatro Reddit more than once, but there's been a surprising amount of posts lately of people who are, like, going back and forth about Obelisk. Yeah, exactly. And even then, you want things to give you more kings in the deck. You want to, like, abuse death cards. You need good luck with the spectral card that changes everything to the same value. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've always thought, is that Obelisk is absolute garbage. But a lot of people are like, oh well, actually it's really good if you build a bunch of high card at the beginning of the game and then you pivot to something else. And it's like, dude, just play fucking high card at that point. Oh god, what was that voice? I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I'm even less hinged earlier in the morning. What the hell? Yeah, morning, right? Air quotes. But it is just like, hey, this... it's a very bad card, and I gotta think that a lot of those people are just, like, coping a little bit. Like, oh yeah, I've thrown my lot in with this. You can win with, like, anything, almost. And a bit of gumption and a large amount of anything. Like, I tend to be of the sort of mindset, for example, with Pokemon stuff. It's like, hey, yeah, you can win the game with Magikarp, right? Except in this case, it's more like you got to win the game with a very large number of Magikarps. But... so I got 5 left after that, so I can... That's... there we go. I was hoping for the Maltese. Oh, that's not a one-shot anymore. That's... disappointing. What is our final opponent here? The Eye. Fuck. I don't like that. I also kind of don't like that this is coming up this deep into things. I mean, Hologram is great, but I cannot put this to use. Not the way I want to. Yeah, at ante 6, And remember, the Marble Joker was like the second thing that I bought, so I can't get more cards into the deck, so literally the Smeared Joker is still more powerful right now. Like, there's not a... If there was a Spectral pack here, I would gamble on it, but I'm keeping the Smeared Joker for now. And just kind of going, fuck! In the back of my brain. Yeah, I'm taking this, I guess. This is like a very feel-bad moment. How strong are any of my my mults in my hands that look vaguely powerful? Let's try balancing that out to 5x. Take that. Dogs are going nuts downstairs. I think folks have returned home, so I'll probably have to go look into that in a moment. Discard 3 of a kind? Yeah, sure. Let's go for that, because we're probably going to try to set our big high card at the very end if we can. There's a 2 of a kind for us, and by that I mean a pair, if I could use its proper name. Yo, Plastic Alan sending a raid, and I called that out a little early compared to the notification. Thank you so much there. Well, first of all, thank you very much to the notification for taking decades to show up. But also, thank you, Alan, for your raid of 11 folks. Oh, hey, 4 of a kind. We, like, never get to play these for any good reason. And yeah, I've still got the Olmeda telling everybody about those dudes who have energy to spare. 2 of a kind means the underbelly of Vegas doesn't grip you yet. Oh, jeez. Ah, you're onto me. Oh, heck. Oh. Don't do that yet. Oh, I don't have more kings in the deck, huh? Well, I guess that one's going down the turlet as well. Ah, shit. Can I just, like, skip this hand, please? And cut to the end where I'm going to die anyway? Yeah, I think this is just, like, this is where I would be hitting reset on the... Oh, God, I just saw what Rowdy described Alan playing Toki as. Monk Tua, oh, God, Oh, can I just cry for a moment? That's fine. We're dead, but like, okay. Yeah, I told you we were dead. Boo! Stole that from someone else in the... I missed it then. Well, I think part of that really just boils down to we encountered the worst boss we could there. Ah, the hook. That means that my growth unit is going to be Green Joker. Growth unit, I said. Wow, that's a choice of words. Okay, hold up. I need to do some math. I'm bad at math. This is a mess. Growth unit. Yeah, Sometimes I will just say things that I don't realize how terrible it is afterwards. Anyway, this is a one hand, so yay. Yay, we got out of that. I finally did the calculations, and fuck you, Showman. You don't have a completion stamp for a reason. Oh, this is slightly upsetting as well. But at the very least, delayed gratification turns into $6. at the end of a round if I am lucky enough to live through this, which could be a bit of a stretch, but we're... Oh. It's going to be less of a stretch now. Okay, that worked. Endless riffraff, that sounds like fun, but also like I'm probably gonna end up hitting a point where it's like, oh, well, I'm just playing slightly less bad painted deck. Or shortcut. You know what? This'll build money, and maybe I can wheel it into having a good bonus. Dog's making a lot of noise in the background. As dogs like to do. Do that. Dang it! I was hoping to keep a 9, but no, the game decided that I'm not allowed to have fun like that anymore. Oh well. And we keep our money for that. Sell the Wily Joker because that's a bit more difficult to actually get to do anything. And we pick up... Oh. Ooh. How's our Supernova sitting at for any of these? Like, terrible, actually. Who could guess? Who could imagine? Indeed. Oh, well, there's our 3 of a kind from earlier that I was talking crap about, but Okay, delayed gratification has done enough for us by now, so I can leave. I'm gonna dump the Jolly Joker for now, and probably regret that. What if I just lean straight into, like, just pairs? As I'm stumbling all over my words horribly, but what else is new, really? Nice. Swashbuckler got up to +9 instead. Pairs. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. That was a good hand. And even Steven is doing its work. Unfortunately, I think Swashbuckler is probably going to be... Yeah, Swashbuckler is going to end up being a little too limited this run. I'm gonna have to just dump those at some point, but we'll come back to that later. For now, we're going to collect nothing off of that riffraff. This is what usually ends up happening, is that riffraff will give me a build. I'll just be like, hey, that's great. Now I can get rid of... Oh, right. Well, we'll just have to sit here and, I guess, hope we can do something good with this. Or else, get better jokers than swashbuckler. Strength those, that way they get buffed by Steve. One sec. All right, everybody, I'm back. Sorry, I had to do tech support because that's what you do sometimes in the house when you're the one who understands the technology and no one else does. Oh, well, that's less than ideal. Save our even cards. Try to push for a pair. There we go. Okay, that'll be interesting. Get out of here, swashbuckler. We'll take the walkie-talkie. That might not be the play, but let's try it anyway. You've never been asked to do family IT, and frankly, you're a little surprised. Admittedly, I mean, you seem like you know your thing with regard to any sort of technology stuff and are good at picking it up quickly, so when you say that, I am surprised too. Yeah, that seems quite understandable to me in cases of that. I simply don't... Yeah, sometimes I have my suspicions about that's what my family does too, but I don't know for sure. So I won't say anything. We don't really need the clubs. Yeah, especially we're about to walk into a level that's like, hey, yeah, no clubs for you. Well, that at least Eases things a little bit, I guess. Words. I'm bad at words. It's good when someone knows a lot of that stuff. Hey, look, it's Mr. Bones. Look at this skull joker. I actually want to run with this dude once. Amazing. I actually, and by that one I guess means two things, because I definitely have beaten the final, well, air quotes, beaten the final boss of a run by Mr. Bonesing. Nice. Yeah, I've definitely used Mr. Bones to escape from a final boss at one point, and of course that doesn't count as a completion sticker, but it looks like I've actually just won a run carrying Mr. Bones in my inventory at one point, so that's probably good. That we don't have to worry about that at any point. Well, by that I mean we'll eventually have to win a run with Mr. Bones in the inventory on gold if I decide to go absolutely shit crazy and go for, what's it? Completionist Plus Plus, I think, is the achievement name. Yeah. That'll probably be a while, though. And let's slowly eat the things in the inventory that aren't evens. Inventory. Well, I mean, it sort of is, but the deck. Why'd I call it inventory? Oh, right, because I fumble over all of my words. And then I do it again. I definitely need something a little bit stronger in these areas here. I don't really need anything else out of there. I can check the standard pack, I guess. Yeah. It's a lot of rerolls we just did there. These are not really the greatest, but I mean, 2's at least proc Steven. And we can get a source of tarot cards. I'll take that and skip the other one. I was really hoping for more of the, well, more of the numbers that we actually play. Save that for now. Wheel? Hey, nice. We always appreciate a little bit of that. That was quite helpful, actually. That one random card already coming in clutch. Yeah, I'll sell the Steven and pick up the Acrobat. I think that is more likely to contribute a little bit. I don't particularly care if any of these get eaten, so that's handy. There's some I would prefer to get 8 less or more than others, but hey, I don't necessarily need even Steven right now because it's not part of the build right now. So even or not doesn't terribly matter too much to me. Nice. Take more of those. Always. That's not quite strong enough to justify at this point. Yeah, just boost the 10s and 4s. I'm looking for more interesting things than Burnt Joker. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry, Abstract Joker, but we're taking that instead. At least for a little while. Eventually, I'll probably be like, oh, this was a terrible thing to continue to have. But for now, it's going to do its job pretty well, I think. And then I was soon proven wrong, I'm sure, but we'll find out about that later. Hey, somebody just left a random $20 in the shop. That's nice. All right. Check this for one of those is pretty good. I'll grab that because any sort of enhancements we can throw on these cards, probably good. Nice. Wow, that's pretty good. Nice. Oh, blink and you miss it. I probably should have turned the game speed down for that, but I'm so used to playing at high speeds now that it's like... The main time I do that is if I get the yellow final boss. The acorn? I forget. But I use that specifically if, like, my Joker order matters. Yeah, I probably should, but I just barely managed to catch that it was there. At the very least, it's a case where, because it was either 3 or 4 because of where it was positioned, I knew I would be able to tell the difference at least a little bit. Which probably still sounds a little bit insane, but... yeah. Don't do what I did. That's the simple version of it. Don't do what Donnie Don't does, as it were. They could have made this easier. I'm gonna hold this as a final hand, because I think we're reaching the point now where I'm going to need that Acrobat multiplier. The line's not going up fast enough. I'll hold on to that for a bit. It'll come in handy eventually, I'm quite sure. 2 3s in here, so we can just get rid of those now. That's fun. Chariot on basically anything is fine, I'm pretty sure at that point. Well, there's no 10s or 4s here to bother with death, so do that. Why not? Oh, this will be quite helpful for getting us a little bit closer to... And by a little bit, I mean that's pretty much free at this point, but... See if we can get another 10, I guess? No. Not that we care about the 2 pair, but if I could get... If I could have gotten another Magician... trigger. Might have been nice. The possible money. I wouldn't have gotten that, but... You know, we can be hopeful all we want. But ultimately, we make our own luck here, and we only lost one of the 2 4s. That could have gone worse. And yes, I am still absolutely the person who's like, yeah, that's a wheel. I'm definitely playing that. Even if it's not like the most beneficial choice anybody's ever had. Ooh, I think a lot of our cards have just ended up being spades basically by accident, and this is going to end up proving to be oddly problematic for us. No, I'm feeling a little bit more confident with this. Only a little, though. It wasn't a one-hand win for off of our acrobat, but oh, hi, gift card. Unfortunately, you're not going to be strong enough for what I would want here, but hey, funny to see it anyway. And get those out of here. Nice. Thankfully, we're getting a lot of stuff that's just like, hey, yeah, just do this. This, if nothing else, even though we've been having some rather less than simple play choices here, that in some areas, rather. We don't need to discard that. We just want to discard that one. Pardon me, not difficult plays. I mean to say that we've been hitting some harder thresholds. I said the wrong thing entirely. Amazing, go me. But we're sort of reaching a point of some shockingly linear play, at least. which is nice. Hooray, I can think less. What a very normal person thing to be saying, right? I'll take that and hold on to it for a while. How's the rest of my deck look for any of this? Sure, let's... This is a bit of a... Well, hang on. I'm going to actually glass one of these 4s right now. And just hope that it comes in handy later. But for now, we want to get the upgrade. We want to get this useless thing. Well, okay, useless is a bit of a stretch, but it's not doing all it could be doing right now. In fact, I have so many gold cards in this deck, and I'm already at my cap for what will give me interest. And I'm just gonna do that. Hey, nice, the lucky card actually triggered. That feels increasingly rare these days. I do not need the 2 steel cards, that's for sure. And I wasn't sure that I would draw another pair. Six and 8 are both? Yeah. Alright, so let's reduce those to 2. And wheel. Hey! Riffraff is finally gonna pull its weight slot-wise. That'll be theoretically quite helpful. Shockingly, it hasn't been the only wheel trigger we've had this entire game. Which, you know, befuddles me as well. We've had 2. But I have played a lot of wheels, so perhaps it should trigger many times. All right, this is it. Our last... Yeah, exactly. It either goes off multiple times or none. That's 100% it, and that was pretty damn close. That's little skin of our teeth there. We really could stand to have a little bit more going on here, I think. On the other hand, we should still have enough space to build up. So... Yeah. Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh, boy. 1.2 million is the target. That's going to be a... Probably not going to happen. But... I ain't no quitter, at least not today. So we're gonna try to get there. At bare minimum. And hopefully not disappoint too severely. Oh, that progression from yeah to fuck, that is 100% the essentials of this game. Yeah, I'm a little worried about beating even the big blind here. I feel like I really need to substitute the burnt joker or something. Plus 30. That's That might carry us, actually. I don't think it'll carry us through the final boss, but it will certainly get us pretty far. I mean, we're plus 53 mult off of our supernova, so they're plus 63, in fact. There's definitely no reason to do that. Get rid of that, so yeah, don't get rid of that, in short. Don't even need the gold cards. I'm just gonna dump them for purposes of cycling the hand better. I have another 10 in the deck, and our deck is quite small, so I can do this in order to optimize our chances of getting a viable hand. Yeah, this should still win, because, yes, 80k with that is not hard. It's just that this is not going to cut the mustard for dealing with what's coming up. Unless I can find something, like, really stupid in this shop, which is highly unlikely to happen. But we got a little handful of money. We can give this a shot here. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, this hanging Chad is not going to do it for us. As much as I love Chad, we would want to keep the walkie-talkie trigger with that, and that is the most viable thing for us to dump. Because right now our Joker, our Supernova, pardon me, is plus 67 for our good hand. Acrobat gives us our big boost right at the end. Plus, it has a foil effect on it. And we can't get rid of those two, so I'm not liking this. I'll take this. Neither of these are useful. They're not Venus's. I got one more shot. Come on, game. Ugh. Ugh. I'm just gonna have to go face this one. Yeah. I would need this to trigger immediately. And then just have good luck for the rest of the game for it to actually work. And by rest of the game, I mean rest of the hand. I'd have to... And then this doesn't get to be the... Just be lucky. That's it. See, this game really is teaching me the concepts of gambling. Mostly that it sucks. Yeah, we're gonna save this for the end. Don't need to worry about saving gold cards, because obviously not. I do have 2 more 4s in the deck, so worth keeping that set of stuffs around. Oh, of course, that happens like that, huh? Unfortunately, that won't get us the draw off of it, but that's like as much extra score as I can get. This is the end here, folks. The very bitter end of major disappointments. Yep. Not even a scratch, really. Well... Ugh. That was... We gave it a good shot, but it didn't get there. Yeah, I probably could have pulled that off. If it had been the acorn, I would just slow the game down and, you know, well, I wouldn't even have to do that. I probably would, actually, but I wouldn't be able to tell because of Acrobat being my X-Mult, so... Yeah, I'm ultimately going to say that picking an Eternal Riffraff at the beginning was a poor choice. That's always like a stupidly high-risk play, really, that... Because, like, hey, yeah, it'll get you your build, it'll get you some econ going, because you can just sell crap for a while until you get what you need, but also, then you're sitting on a dead slot for a while. And if you have to give it up, oh, hey, Supernova, let's go. I'm even gonna go a little bit harder here and skip for the Polychrome. We'll start building off of this very soon. For now, we just want to push to defeat the Manacle here. I mean, I've got this ready for the win, so I can at least take a couple of high cards real quick. Moving stuff around here by accident whenever I click through anything. It's a credit card. Well, Lears will be happy. I'll pick it up. Yeah, we're gonna go into some pretty deep debt here, I suppose. And take the flush. This is already, like, a questionable choice on my part, I'm sure, but... Hey! Nice! Having good wheel luck today. Plus it turned holograph, which is, like, probably the best thing we could ask for out of that. In fact, theoretically, there's a chance that we could get out of here and actually still get money on this blind. I mean, that's a big fat nope, but... Oh, well, we got $1. Hooray, we have $7 to spend in the shop, and... Flashcard. I'm not set up for that, I don't think. Yeah, so I'm going to pass on that, and I'm going to go for this Arcana pack, and... Yeah, so the wheel is not usable here, so we'll just take the $7. Hey, it's a net gain. Let's keep doing this. We should be strong enough still to get through this. With even with what little we have there. But I could definitely use something that would strengthen things a little bit. Splash is probably too weak as an Eternal card for us to pick up. But it would play well with the rest of the high card shenanigans. For now, just stone something that's already low power. Now, in order to prevent ourselves from accidentally playing pairs or anything, let's do that. Oh, hey, look at these 3 threes just hanging out there. That's kind of funny. I guess I'll save them up in case a 4 of a kind shows up, which it probably won't, but... Could be the thing to stretch us the rest of the way out of this, but I don't think we'll need that. Yeah, I think we'll be okay here. Just barely. Yeah, just barely. 2024, funnily enough. Guess what's going to be gone very soon. Do that. Hold Greedy Joker for a bit. At least it will potentially give us something on some of these. Yeah, like this. We need to score a little bit more on any of these hands, just to make sure that we can actually have a chance of living through some of this. I might just, in general, not have enough though, because I may have played this a little bit too questionably. Okay, well that's a little better. It's 3. Ooh, yeah, that's real strong. The stone card is probably going to be our savior there, if anything. Buy and use that. And I would be tempted to skip for that negative tag, but actually, sure, let's go for it. Huge risk. I'm sure it will not pay off in the end, but we'll find out together. Because, yeah, the needs on this are a little bit high. Yes, game, I know. I can't score off of that, but it's fine. I'm not trying to. Alright, now, I just gotta hope, really, that this will actually get us over, and I don't think it is, but worth a shot? Yeah, not quite. That was definitely me playing it a little too risky and going with too little stuff. I don't really like this setup. I'm going to take a reset on it just because normally I would double skip for the pillar, but immediately it's like, hey, yeah, you have a boss tag as your tags there, so those are like the only things that I will not take, because that's just a waste of time, resources, and something else. I can't think of another word here, but it sucks. That's the important part. Banana! Yes, of course we're going to take the banana as soon as we see that, right? And it's gone immediately. Well, maybe there'll be Cavendish right in the shop. That'd be a fucking shock, but take Burglar, because we do like to use that. That's usually a pretty good choice. No, we're gonna target 3 with that. High Priestess. Oh, Pair's a good one to have with Burglar, so Full House a little less so, but it'll be useful, I'm sure. Probably. You know, I got a flush there, thankfully, and I don't have to be like, let me waste hands. Hey, we came out of that. We're getting a little extra money from the Burglar. Thanks, buddy. You're doing work up there. Mostly good work. Champ. Who is Champ? I don't really like these at all, but we'll take them anyway. Anything good from the ethereal tag? Ooh, yeah. I'll take a Grim. It might actually help us with that 3 of a kind thing. The other part that I need of it is luck, but... We'll see that show up eventually, or we will not, and just end up being disappointed. I have a feeling that ending in disappointment is just going to end up being how this winds down, yeah? Oh, there we go. Last hand. Alright, game, sure. You're really giving me the squeeze here. Really making me feel bad about this, somehow. Take that. Sure, I'm taking a reroll. No, that's probably not a useful choice, but... Boost the flashcard. Gonna be a lot of just trying to cycle things out to look for better draws here. Dang it, I forgot to... What did I get for clicking around? Oh, we got out at least. Thanks a lot, zany Joker. You did something, I think. This one is not going to end well because the eye is just a terrible thing for me to run into with this. So I'm skipping for the negative, and if we somehow live, I'll be fucking shocked. We did at least manage to pull out something a little different by having a straight at the beginning there, so that's nice. Yeah, we'll go for the flush. That worked out shockingly well, actually. Here. Ooh, full house. That. Oh. Sorry about bonking the mic there, but... Hooray! We actually lived through this. That's surprising. I kind of got just the draw I needed, really. Throwback, huh? It's 1.75x. We'll take it. Reroll. Where's my negative? There we go. Golden Joker in negative. That's pretty nice. And it boosts the flashcard. So that part is a little tough to complain about, I think. Well, more than usual, that's for sure. Now this is a good hand, by our standards. By what we've been playing today, that's a pretty good hand. And for now, I'll just deal with what I've got in the hand in terms of our current set of jokers. We'll open on that. That's nice. It's not as strong as the previous one because face cards don't count as odd or even. Because math or something. This'll do nicely though. Yeah. Now Not the greatest result we could ever ask for, but it does the job. Wait to pick that up until after we're done with the booster pack. Grab that, and these are... well, they'll come in handy eventually. I'll take the blank, even though that's probably not advisable. Maybe soon it'll show up and come in handy. You can never tell until it actually does show up. Yeah, sure, I'll look for more 7s, even though it's not... again, not really the ideal choice for a lot of this, but... After this point, the ideal choice, I think, is going to be rare. As it usually is. Usually this game's just kind of a jerk. As we already know. Turn the 8 to a stone. Do this. Not bad. I mean, not amazing either, but not bad. Ooh. Why not? Why not go for the 4 of a kind if the game will give it to you? I probably didn't need it, but I'll play it anyway, because I rarely get to. Zany Joker is going for the Abstract Joker. Much more consistent. Buy another tower, because we're playing a lot of hands with few cards. Few matches, rather. Reroll. Buy that. Don't use it yet. You'll miss out on part of the value. Oh, hey, look. The upcoming boss is... no discards. That's funny, game. That's really funny. This probably won't come up very much, but we'll take it anyway. Yeah, I'll spend the money on a reroll, and oh, those are some strong cards that I can't afford, and really can't use the Burnt Joker either. This, however, would be quite good if I could scrape together the money without hindering myself too much. Because I would still have to worry about the fact that Space Joker is, like, terrible odds. Because it sure is. It's awful. In fact, I'm not necessarily convinced that Space Joker ever activates. Same odds as Wheel of Fortune, so that means that 99% of the time it's actually a dead slot. Even Steven probably needs to be substituted at some point. I just would have to find something pretty strong for that. Maybe another X-Mult if I can, but I haven't got a ton of money for that. Ice Cream could do for a bit, because we have some guaranteed multiplier. But I'll take a chance here. And nope. Hey, Hangman. Move those. Yes. I mean, it probably would have done more to remove the face cards, but it'll be fine. It won't, probably, but I'm gonna keep telling myself that until eventually it turns out to actually wind up being halfway okay. Oh, see, that Mars that we picked up earlier finally coming in handy. Wow, 2 in a row. All right. That's beyond unexpected. Huh. Well, I see the game is feeding me all the strange hands at this point. Why not? It's really making sure I get through this one so that way I can be disappointed by something later, I'm sure, but as ever, we will find out about that once we actually get there. Ooh, antimatter. I think I need to wait on that, though. What is our target for this? 60k. 60,000 points. That's... Tags? Tags are garbage. No, I'll take the antimatter now. Bit of a risk, but I think we might be able to pull it off. Hopefully. Again, especially if the game wants to feed me, like, any possibly strong hands to start with. Which, admittedly, it could be doing better with, but I'll take what I'm given in this case. So far, it seems to be helpful-ish. Oh, this should be good. I'm a little worried now. I'm a lot worried now, really. Alright, come on, game. This is... not gonna make it out. Damn. That was too much of a gamble. Our draws, I don't think, were very good, is a big part of it. Oh, would that these were in the other order. Oh well. Double skip to go to the pillar, and... mostly hope for good draws. Click all the way in there. Okay. Spades are looking like our better target here. Not really the highest scoring flush, to put it mildly, but if it gets us through to the next hand, that's pretty good. This should cover getting us out of here. And in theory, we should be getting a free Hollow Joker here. And it's the runner. Well, I guess we know how we play from here on. So that's helpful. No, I don't want to commit to the castle. I don't think I need 2 chip jokers. 8-ball is shit, but we'll take it anyway, because it may end up turning up a couple of times here and there. Yeah, like all of our options here are ones that have only 2, so this is a bad hand to be trying to build up to a flush with. Or flush, a straight, pardon me. Now, once again, we're at the point where we have a max of 3 for any of these. I'll go for the queen high straight, hopefully, and proceed to get absolutely dirt for it, but that wouldn't have helped any of those. Yeah, so what part of my deck are the Jacks and 10s stuck to? Come on, game. Oh, they were the next cards, I guess. The game was just trolling me a bit, as usual. As I really should come to expect out of this game at this point. Speaking of trolling, hey, thanks a lot, 8-Ball. You are doing yeoman's work here. Well, I'll take the gift card, because eventually this thing will be more useful that way, I guess. Once again, go for the queen high straight, and immediately picked up. As I see the 8-Ball has decided to join us, as usual. And by that, I mean, well, I think you know what I mean by that. Just digging for a 5, and not getting it. Well, darn. This'll do too. Okay, so let's not be too picky, but I think that a 10 or 9 high is going to be our easiest bet here. So, come on, game. Don't RNG me out of this round. I would be very sad. And that's 3/8 that we've played so far with the 8-Ball and gotten no tarot cards. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that shit's fake. That's... I know that that's not how statistics work, but also, it doesn't feel great. That much I can say for sure. Paintbrush will be great for playing a round that's all straights. None of these are of value. We'll take the straight flush in the off chance that it happens. Which it won't, but bear with me here. Sure, take the Hierophant also. And aim for a jack. There we go. Boost the 2 bottom cards there. Thanks, 8-Ball. As always. As should really be expected at this point. How much you... Back up to $5. Could sell it. I'll take this misprint for a little bit. Not my favorite, but it sometimes does good work. Give those a boost. Those. Hey, it actually does work. Holy crap. Wow, the 8-ball trigger is actually real. Incredible. Unfortunately, I don't know if the chariot is going to be the one that's like actually that useful for us. But Garrett sells a shitload of money here. Just like in Spaceballs. We're not doing it for the money. We're doing it for a shitload of money. Thank you, Lone Star or whatever his name was. I forget who the actor was because I don't know actors like at all. Take that. Hey, 2 in a row. That actually is kind of rare because that'll be 1 over 4 times 1 over 4, so you end up at 1 over 16, if I recall how the probability math works, which it's very possible that I don't. Skip the chariot. Yeah, I didn't think 3 in a row would happen. That's even less common. That's a 1 in 64 chance for sure. Not so much for this one, gang. Not a card sharp kind of run. Pick that up, finally. Not really a ride the bus kind of run either, and especially you'd want that much earlier. Move those, and we're just gonna go for an ace high straight this time, if we are able to. And the answer there is not quite, but we are getting out of this for sure, yeah, especially with all the boosts. We'll take the red card, I think. We got enough money on some of this stuff. We can probably make that work. Plus, at this point, anything to like start increasing our score more than doing any sort of econ funny business would probably be a little smarter. Ooh, it's a red steel card. Give me that. Now we can skip. Thank you. Thank you, red card, for working off of that. Hey, my steel card didn't get taken out of the hand. Nice. I mean, the boost off it wasn't as big because it didn't take any of the other mults into account, but still. Oh, Steel Joker. Steel Joker, yes, 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 yes. Get out of here, misprint. Take that. And a foil flash card. That... I'm feeling like that's going to be more consistent than red card. Plus, it has the built-in extra chips. So it's a strong slot overall. We'll take it. Take that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. $37. Thank you, game. That's a big booster. Now, remembering, of course, that we don't have seed money at this point, so we're free to roll down to as close to $25 as we wish, which will get some good boosts on the flash card. Probably not really a valuable thing to even continue going for anything with the 8 specifically. Just go for the ace high straights, but now I'm already like set in my ways. That was a foolish thing to have picked up on some level. I'm feeling like chancing that for something a little better. That will do. Yeah, it's not even a one-shot, but we have plenty of space. Oh, we just draw into another straight right away. That's also a good possibility to have happen to us. Like, hey, yeah, back-to-back combo. All right, sure. Works for me. Works for me. That's worth $10. But I would need a good argument there. We need everything in this deck now. Take the $20 instead of chancing with that. At this point, we'll take the pair. Roll. Ooh, holy cow. That's going to be a lot stronger than that. Yeah, so that's plus 37 mult. Thank you, gift card. That's proving to be a shockingly, like, monstrous combo, actually. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, well. Mouth. We need to play only one hand type this round. That's possibly a problem. All right, game. There's still 4 queens in the deck. Stop messing with me here. Come on. Okay. Oh no, I do have a straight here, so that's good. I was gonna be a little bit upset for a second, but shockingly, it's not that bad. It turned out fine-ish. Yeah, plus that flash card is building quite fast. the plant at the end of this one, but I'm not super worried about that. This isn't really a case where that is going to be the huge killer. Like, it might annoy me slightly because of some things not getting activated, but it's fairly minor in the greater scheme. I was worried for a second that the game had forgotten what the number 10 was. Which is quite a thing to forget, but... you know, here we are. Yeah, we're not getting the boosts from some of these cards, but that's fine. Especially if we get a good hand, like, really fast like that. And hey, there's our double activating steel. Really making sure we have no worries in this one. Thank you for not being a complete jerk, game. And the rare times I get to actually say that, because... yeah, I'm not even taking those. There, sure, we'll go down to 20. It's fine. Wow, just absolutely nothing in the way of Saturns, huh? Also, handful of massive amounts of doubles that are not conducive to what I want to do here. So, thanks, game. That's only slightly confusing. That was a nice, good hand there. Ooh. Ooh, yes. See, now I wish that this had shown up in the previous Mega Pack, but nope. I'm gonna hold on to the upper stuff for a bit in case, like, depending on what we get for the rest of this. Yeah, we'll do it this way because I'm gonna need two hands, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We are getting up to the point of some pretty hard scaling, so that is to be expected a little bit. Especially when I'm sitting here with only a level 5 hand. And at least one Joker in the hand that doesn't do anything during the round. Let's run after each hand later. Not a fan of that, but I think I can probably get away with a lot of this. Hopefully. This'll be quite helpful for this. I just need to actually draw a 10. I mean, I can also, I think, just play high card hands here, and yeah, got enough for that. That's good. Ooh, palette is very handy. Crimson Heart, huh? That could end up getting quite rough. Just the way your mother likes it, Trebek. We'll see how it pans out when we get there. Again, though, I'm really hoping that I could get more just boosts in general would be good. The game feels like putting Chariot in front of me more often. Could probably help. Or the other one. Excellent. Now, spend some of this money. We got a fair chunk of money at least, so that's pretty good. Pick that up. That may end up clutching us out a win on some of these hands. And just spend the last of the money to boost this as much as possible. And not get the thing I'm looking for. Swashbuckler is disabled, which is slightly annoying. It's not as bad as it could be. We're free to play this because, like, that doesn't interfere with any of the other hands possible, so. Oh, that's not great. Losing the runner takes a lot from us. But of course, we still go for our strong hand here as usual, and hope for the best. At the very least, our mult is pretty high overall, so we're good there. Swashbuckler is down again. Meh. I'm going to glass the 10. And seriously hope for this to trigger mult. Dang. Well, still a pretty good hand. Ooh. I need... Quite frankly, I need more than I think this can offer me at this point, but... I'm hopeful. Having the one with the red seal right now would be a much bigger help to me. Yeah, no, we came up a little bit short. Ugh. Oh, that's kind of heart-wrenching. I had a very, very good setup there. And ultimately, it's mostly just from very bad Joker deactivations. that I just didn't get over the line. Well, dang. 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 Need a minute to think about this. If I feel like switching to something else or continuing with this. I mean, I could go for a fairly easily won sort of a deck setup that's significantly more easily beaten. Just to be able to say, hey, yeah, I actually won something today in this game, which otherwise is not common, so... Yeah, I'm going to pivot over to something that'll be a little bit easier for us to grab a win on, so that way, at the very least... at the very least, I can win one playthrough of this today. Maybe. This is it. Switch over to the funny no face cards deck. And not really find the kind of opening hand that I want to, but... Excuse me. It's a little bit dry. Oh, wow, yeah, I got what I deserved for throwing away that 6. I like how I, again, immediately get punished for my high-risk playstyle here. Take the superposition just for the fact that it's interesting, and oh, hey, look. Wow, alright, game. That's... Give me back my $2, game. That's just the worst pack I think I could see for this, especially after I pick fucking superposition. Game's just like, yeah, by the way, you are going to regret choosing one of the worst jokers in the game. And believe you me, I am continuing to regret this already. F your goddamn hubris, alright? Alright, game, that's what you're saying to me today? Is that I've had it too good for too long? Yeah, that's exactly what it's saying to me today. Alright, well, with a setup like this, I'm slightly more positive about my chances of a straight flush here. So let's go for it. Come on. Game. You can do at least this for me, right? And the answer, of course, is no, it can't, but... Never mind, maybe it can do this for me. It can do one thing for me. It can get Mendoza. Sure, we'll take that. Take the Scholar. I think going for, like, large numbers of aces is probably the more consistent play anyway, so... Let's see how true that ends up being. Well, at the very least, we're up to 2 pair for this, so that's good. Yeah, it's just like, hey, we're not going to tell you what grade this Joker gets. But I did win with it in gold, so... It's perfectly usable. Also, very funny of the game to put the mark in front of me on this deck. Perfectly cromulent, yes. Yeah, sure, we'll take Splash, why not? Give that thing another +1 molt. And now onto the blind where the boss effect does not matter whatsoever. Thank you, game. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, boy. That's... I guess it's kind of fair because there's no, like, physical looping around of anything, so... Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's for 18 plus only. Well... Uh-huh, yeah, alright. Blue Joker. I mean, sure, that works. It's not strong in this deck because... well, not as strong anyway. And also, most of the time with my playstyle, I just chuck massive hands trying to get to things that are pretty good, so... Usually I end up in a position where it's like, oh yeah, Blue Joker, that's doing absolutely nothing for me. Almost. Yeah, plus 34 chips. That's not impressive. It's also because this deck is like, well, okay, half of it's gone by the time I actually play anything. I could probably switch to Green Joker at this point, though. Like some kind of absolute maniac who plays Green Joker. Green Joker's kind of useful, actually, sometimes. Not always or anything, but... it's not completely useless. It just feels like it sometimes. Green Joker, of course, is another one of those ones that does, like, just weird... It's very good for high card builds, because the sheer amount of hands that you'll play. Would work nicely with Supernova, but getting both those at the start of a run, not very common. Nor is our playing a full house going to be very common, but we'll do this anyway. Oh, whoops, I did that in 3 hands. Oh well. It's fine. Blue Joker is not going to be as strong as the banana. Oh, banana. Where's our Grims? Come on. I mean, Incantation is also boosts, but nah. Nah. We'll hold this to finish things off once we draw a couple aces or something. Yeah, there we go. That was even enough to one-shot the hand. That's pretty good. But also, the requirements are pretty low right now because we went back to white stake for this. Because I wanted an easier time, dang it. Aw, cryptid without any of the cards I'd really want to use that with. Nice, though. Polychrome to the 10. Then I proceed to waste it. Oh well. At least it's there permanently. It cannot be removed from the card. Unless I destroy the card. And how likely am I to do that? Really? The answer is probably not very, so... That was a little too close for comfort, but... Sell the splash. This is just plus 140. And it enhanced our swashbuckler. So, we'll take that. So I'm not going to discard because of Green Joker getting debuffed from that, so... Yeah, big no-no on that one. But as you can see, it ultimately worked out a little decently. Somehow our banana is still alive. Hasn't completely gone off yet, somehow. Stone of 7, I guess? Sure. Yeah, that should get us there for sure. That's some big numbers. Sure. I could probably have deathed a card if I was doing things a little better. Take that. And off we go. Alright, gonna mute the mic again for a minute here. All right. We're doing pretty good, but of course at this point this is really easy, so. But I did that on purpose. I was like, I just want to win a damn game today, because after how much of just me floundering for a while, I want something a little different. Ah. It's one of my easy hands. There we go. High card. That's a pretty easy hand to get boosts on, so. Hey, our banana actually decided to run out of steam for once. Wow. Pick up the Joker. Get nothing there. I think we'll probably still be safe with carrying Chaos the Clown for a bit, because we do get good numbers from our stuff here, mostly. Yeah, I guess we have to do this a little early because the Psychic is kind of a jerk blind sometimes. Not horrible, but slightly. Yeah, see? Completely safe. Let's just get that free reroll. That's not gonna really get much use. The Invisible Joker. Force one card to always be selected. That is perfectly fine by me, game. I can work around that, usually. Usually. Vampire. That's potentially interesting. But we're not going to have a whole lot of time to build it at this point. And how many enhanced cards do we have in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 5, so not that valuable. It's no enhanced banana, you know. No extra potassium. Yeah, of course, the goofball brigade out there is having fun. Yeah, we're about to hit the boss. Okay. Oh boy, 6th Sense. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, game. That's really useful. Well, take the walkie-talkie, I guess. It's technically better. In terms of strength, anyway. See, much easier. Nice little breather after what we'd been dealing with there. Our terrible luck and everything else. I'm probably going to switch games in a minute. Yeah, think about it. Yeah, I will be right back, and then I'll start doing stuff. Possibly something else, but I guess I'll decide a little more when I actually get back. So yeah, back in a second, everybody. Alright, apologies for the holdup. Let's... I think I'm going to take one more shot at the red deck purple stake, and then I'm going to set up a randomizer or something just to have a little bit more variety going there. Do at least something a little bit different. Which, you know, I do intend to play a couple of different games today, so... It's not just going to be this, I swear. But there is going to be quite a lot. Probably, we may even come back to this later, too. Who can say for sure? I was gonna say, does my hand look smaller? But I think I'm just imagining it. Or thrown off because we had hand increasers from the other one. On the other one, pardon me. Ooh, alright. Well, that sets us pretty clearly on a course. We take that now, whereas To the Moon is not useful yet. We pick Wrathful Joker, and that would set us in a pretty hard path, but I think that might be a bit of a questionable choice, especially because right now we don't need another Joker yet. Sure, anything good out of Judgment? I think I should probably dump that immediately, but... Yeah, I know, we don't really need that for now. That would be a little bit too much of a pain in the butt to start building up, really. Can't do Seeing Double this round. Grabber would be quite nice. How far off are we? 6 of 12? Yeah, we can just do that. Star. Quick reroll. Yeah, okay. Swashbuckler, even though it's just +5, that gets doubled, so it's a perfectly fine idea, actually. Turn a couple of those. Same suit. Pity we didn't get enough of a setup to just go straight into a straight flush, but those are quite rare. As much as I love getting into runs where it's just like, hey, yeah, just keep doing that over and over, you should never expect it to be a thing that will ever happen. And to be honest with you, I don't. So I'm taking the card sharp to help me out with the fact that I am very likely going to require playing multiple hands at this point. As you can see. Just doing a quick check through something here in the other window, because I got a couple of... I always have this thing with multitasking, or I do it a lot. So, yeah. Ah, shit. Well, I'm actually quite confident here that I don't really need to concern myself with the fact that my diamond cards are debuffed too much. I should still be able to get away with them. Maybe not as much as I would like, but... if nothing else, we set the table with that, so... as soon as I'm able to draw into another heart here. There we go. And there should be our tripler, and that will do it, right? Yeah, this would probably have been a good place to pick up. Maybe not the blue Joker, but definitely a chip Joker at all. Ooh, alright, game. Sure, why not? This is looking pretty solid so far. Yeah, we just started the ante, so for now we skip that blank, but we will come back to it. Told you. We got that money real fast. Sure. Get that all suits. That'll make things a little easier for us for various purposes. And... excuse me. No first-hand blush. Oh well. Just wanted to use the tarot card. I mean, spades are not useful to us, like, at all, so... It's perfectly fine to me to just be like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna do that on the cards that are already there. You know what I'm saying. Maybe you don't. Either way, we're past that already. Moving to here, and... Okay, we can do that. I probably could have taken the straight flush one, but I ended up not doing so for some reason. It's because I'm dumb. That's the reason. Take that because it's not unusual for me to have to play multiple one-card hands to... or one-scoring card hands, rather, just to get things going a little bit. Let's boost the two lowest out of the hand. And there we go. Yeah, look at me over here with this chunk of rock and just being like, hey, yeah, I'm playing a diamonds flush. Dealer, give me money. I'm sure that's how it works in real life. That European board is absolutely correct about this game. Oh, wait. Let's keep going. Mostly I'm just looking for things to feed the fortune teller. I also probably could have taken, like, Supernova or even the banana. As much as the banana would probably not last in terms of usefulness or effectiveness or any of that, but still, there are numbers in the deck. We still got more diamonds to go. Yeah, there we go. That going here. Hey, wow, it's Jupiter. It does in fact exist. I'm as shocked as the rest of you. Hey, two of them even. Wow. All right. Although definitely this is feeling like a run where I'm absolutely expecting the bottom to just fall out of things at some point, because I feel a little bit like I may have been having things a little too good for too long here, kind of thing, right? Like, this has to... the boomerang has to come back and hit me in the back of the head like Wile E. Coyote, right? Otherwise, I thought I was still on the, like, the easy setting for a second. No room for sock and buskin, but we don't need that in this particular instance either. That's not an essential part of our build. Ooh, oh. All right, game. I think the answer to that is yes. So I'll chuck the fortune teller. Pick this up. Now I'll just buy all of the planet cards that I see, even if they're not, like, super useful to me. Yeah, muting for a sec again here. Well, I think we're about to lose here because I just didn't have the consistency I needed. I told you couldn't possibly... Oh, we're not done yet. I didn't even notice that that was not the end of the line. Oops. I still don't think we make this, but let's go for it. Yeah, I didn't think we made that. I somehow forgot that I wasn't on the last hand there. That was real good of me. Oops. I could probably have cycled more things and gotten a better chance to get into position for that, but oops. Just oops. Fine, one more. I don't have a problem. I definitely have a problem. You know we gotta take this. Sadly, we can only build it up a little bit in this early round, but that's fine. I don't really need to buy too much else either, so... work with this for a bit. That's not going to be useful to us at all, so we can sell it. Ooh, a soul card. All right. What do you got for me, game? Yorick! Yes, yes. Oh, boy. That. Far and away the best out of those. Like, I know that Perkeo is far more flexible, but also... Yorick wins you the game, like, very easily. Yeah, take all the discards before we end the round. Because I know that that will. Thanks to our shockingly good scaling on these pants. Oh, of course. Green Joker shows up on a run where we have Yorick, so that's not a good... That's not a good combo. That's not a good prize. And thank you, Strong Bad. I can't do a good Strong Bad voice, but... If you don't recognize that one, it's from the email Virus. Right when his computer dies. Computer over! Virus equals very, yes! That's not a good prize! Just for some reason, that very specific phrase of, that's not a good prize, has stuck in my head just permanently as a result of that. I have this strong tendency to boost two cards of the same thing at the same time when I use Empress or Hierophant, and I'm not 100% sure why. It's just what I keep going to every time. Yeah, we should still have the ability to spend that. Yeah. So we do want to try to get every discard we can out of Yorick, but sometimes it's not always going to be as feasible as all that. Okay, yeah, so even before the buff, we were going to need to... Yeah. I was gonna say, even before the buff, it was going to be only a two-hand blind here. Oh, yes, I'll absolutely take that Invisible Joker game. That either of those options could be quite good, so... Oh shit, that was... I kind of wasted this entire... I didn't realize that that was going to get that high. Yeah, I'll buy the seed money. Now move on to the house. Yeah, I was waiting for you to show me another pair game. Nice. Alright. What do we get? Double pants. That's still pretty good, though. Hold off on Money Tree for a moment here. Yeah, see, Yorick is just disgustingly overpowered. I'm surprised that even with being a legendary, I keep waiting around to hear about the nerf, you know? Because again, times 6 molt, that's kind of stupid. Anytime he gets passed through the wall with no real consequence, that's kind of nuts. It's like, oh hey, yeah, one hand, I'm gone. Yeah. Granted, I guess Yorick gets a lot weaker in the upper difficulties for most decks, because you tend to have so many fewer discards. But right now, I mean, this is hardly an issue for this deck. I guess, again, maybe it's partially because I'm in the red deck, but eh. There's things that can cause you problems if you're playing Yorick, but not a lot. Also, look at that. That was just our one trash hand to try to prep better. And just instantly won us the blind there. That's pretty great. Okay, the eye. This is one that usually worries me a little bit, but not so much this time. Yeah, and for good reason. Absolutely ridiculous. Even that is probably... That's probably going to be a huge boost by itself. Nice. That second card matters a lot less. I suppose I didn't really need that in the end, but it's fine. We're up to ×9 for Yorick? Yeah. Absolutely silly. Just completely ridiculous. Drunkard would have been nice, but I think I'm okay with my current set here. Like, I really don't have much to even add here. This is just absolutely ridiculous. This one is almost playing itself. Yeah, why not? Sure. Well, there's one of the few changes that I would make. We'll pick up the duo instead of the thing that we had over there that was not hugely powerful. Right, 14 left, so that means that at the very least we can semi-easily detect Yorick in the next round here. Depending a little bit more on what we draw. Okay, yeah, so we're drawing into like all of our multi-pairs here. Alright, so for optimal, like, one-shotting purposes, let's do this. Because I know what an asshole this game can be. Oh, well, it didn't actually matter. Well, yeah, like I said, eventually you just have to luck into getting good sets of stuff to be able to beat any of these higher challenges. And in my case, I picked up basically the strongest... Oh, excuse me. I picked up basically the strongest card in the game, so... Yeah, excuse me again. So that made things a hell of a lot easier. I'm going over the main menu. I'm gonna go and randomize up a ROM real quick for an OOT randomizer, and then we're gonna do some of that. Which probably will kill enough time to put me a little closer to starting Worms Armageddon at a time that like makes a little bit of sense for it to be near the end of the night. So, yeah.